We've had some great experiences out on the road, and I've had a request from a subscriber to feature my top 5 journeys and destinations for 2019. G'day everyone, if you're new here, I'm Shah, and here at 4 Wheels on the Road, we're dedicated to help you get the most out of your weekends away. So let's go check it out. The great thing about these tracks is that there's multiple different levels for different people. If you're somebody who just likes to have a little bit of fun like myself, there's lots of really easy tracks that are here. And if you're somebody who has a car that you can bash around and you're not afraid to do so, then there's a lot of very difficult tracks as well. And all within really close proximity to Brisbane also, which is great. We've had a nice little drive through already. Just spent a couple of hours just kind of meandering through and checking out some of the tracks. Just pulled into the bottom half of the tracks here at Beerburrum West. These tracks enter off Twinview Road. There's two ways in, so if you've come from the Woodford end you can enter via Wamaran, or if you're coming from the freeway you can enter via Caboolture and Alimba, and then come up to the entry here at Twinview. Definitely a spot I'd recommend for all levels of skill, for if you're a beginner or if you're intermediate or an advanced four-wheel driving person. So in short, even though there's quite a few tracks that are closed and too washed out to get into, there's actually quite a bit that you can still do in here, which is good. I've only just sort of brushed the surface with what I've actually done, so there are a lot of other little paths and little tracks that kind of come off from main tracks that I haven't gone down. So, you know, if you were here for a couple of days exploring, you'd probably have, you know, a couple of little finds here and there where you just went down a little track to see where it went. So we're just gonna take off now. So in short, this place is great. Come and check it out. And that'll probably wrap up the day. I'll head home today. It's only been a short little trip of 2 days this time. But the overall goal of what we were doing is trying to put together what you can do in just a couple of days, because most people have only got just a couple of days away. So, you know, with equal bits of driving, because we've covered about, by the time I get back to Brisbane, it'll probably be nearly 600 kilometres, so it's a lot of driving. But if somebody who's watching this happens to like a lot of driving, but as well getting a lot of scenery, and if you do want to stop and go to another one of the places along the way, there is a four-wheel drive park along the way towards Killarney, which is called Teviot, I believe, something like that. You can stop in there, do some four-wheel driving, and there's also accommodation available there as well, so you can camp. So overall, it's been a really nice couple of days, great couple of days away, and we're going to head home now. Don't forget, if you're new here, to hit that subscribe button below and leave a comment so you can have a say on where we get to next. A special thank you once again to my channel sponsors, DNA Automotive and Greenslopes Auto Electrics, and a special thanks to all of you out there who like, comment, subscribe and share the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Let's get on to the next destination. Before we went up to our final destination of Inskip Point, we decided to stop here at Rainbow Beach. You'll see here the Surf Lifesaving Club is right on the beach. It's got some awesome views of the beach, and it's actually where the four-wheel driving on the beach starts. There's an access point for four-wheel driving to go all the way up to the top of Inskip Point driving along the beach. The pub here is really great. You can even come in just for the day for lunch and then pop back up to Inskip Point for camping if you like. The camping area itself up here is really large. There are about 10 or 15 different campsites to choose from. Where we are up here up the top is at the Inskip Point recreation area. We've decided to stop here in the bay purely because it's a really good place to drop the kayak in. It's very easy to get access to the bay, but basically all along the bay there's probably about 5 kilometres along the bay where you can just drop the kayak in anywhere, and there's campsites on the beach side or on the covered side or the bay area, so heaps of different places to camp. Most people just use this place as a stop off for Fraser Island, but a few people just camp here just to camp. That's what I've done, and I'll be doing this for a couple of days. I'll be staying here for a couple of days. Inskip Point was really fantastic, and it's been a great few days away. We've had 2 days up here and thoroughly enjoyed it, and now it's time to head back home. So first of all, on our journey, we've driven down here now to Brunswick Heads. We've then headed out towards Mullumbimby, and we're going first up to Minyon Falls just to check that out. The drive from Mullumbimby to Minyon Falls is actually really quite lovely. Very nice drive actually. All through sheltered rainforest, and there's some really nice views actually coming up the range from Mullumbimby as well, so really lovely drive. So we're just entering the Nightcap National Park now. The last couple of kilometres to Minyon Falls is actually a little bit bumpy, even though it's a sealed road. So just be aware of that. If you are driving a two-wheel drive, probably about the last 2k in is actually a sealed gravel road. So just be aware that it's maybe a little bit bumpy if you're just in a two-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is no problem at all. Located about 2.5 hours north of Brisbane, Harry's Hut is actually pretty easy to get to. As you'll see here, basically from Gympie Kin Pomona Road to Harry's Hut, all of that road is sealed gravel road. There's quite a lot of corrugations on it. Don't necessarily need a four-wheel drive, but it might be recommended for some of the sections of the road. At some stages they do get a little bit washed out. There are a lot of corrugations. The road is not often the best. Here at Harry's Hut there's plenty to do. There's heaps of outdoor areas. There's a lot of big communal areas, so if you come camping with a big group of people, it's a really great place to go. There's also lots of walking tracks that are around the place, so there's plenty to do, not just kayaking, not just sitting around camp, but it's an awesome place just to relax in general. Plenty of walking tracks and plenty to do around the place. Had a great time here. It was really relaxing.